What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's new episode. As you can see, we're on our way to go train some jiu-jitsu. Threw the gi pants on, and today I was deciding, you know what? I've been wanting to switch things up. I mentioned it in videos before, but I just feel like changing things, switching stuff up, wearing a new sweater. I haven't wore the sweater in a long time. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just switch things up. Let's order a new Starbucks coffee. I feel like that's something I really don't venture off, even though it's not crazy. It's not like, it's like, oh my God, but it's just like getting a new flavor, getting a new look. Because I mean, you can't think of it this way, but like if you do something different, everything else after that would be kind of different than what you're doing, right? And that's kind of the thing that we want to see, we want to try out, and getting new flavors and making sure we're not getting the same result. Because I was reading, or not reading, I always say reading when I'm listening to books, but it's Audible. I was listening to this book by Rick Rubin, The Creative Act, and he was just saying like, if you have the same thing going on, you're gonna get the same result, same answer, same thing, same. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I had to venture off, when it comes to training midweek, like my body feels a little bit rested, just because like I feel like we go pretty hard at the beginning of the week, especially, and then the second day after that I'm like trying to recover, and then the third day we're like, okay, we're recovered, and we do that cycle over and over again. But I was just thinking, like, from when I first started, my body feels a lot more comfortable being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. My body and my mind. I would just like get so tired, bro, during class. I'd get home, I'd have to sleep, I'd have to take a nap, and then I'll be sore, and then I'd be like reluctant to show up the next day. And like knowing your body, knowing how you are, I feel like you're able to kind of dictate the pace of the rounds to an extent. Like I said, to an extent. It's not 100%, but if it is a lot for you and your body, if you guys are just starting off training, you don't have to show up every day. You don't have to kill yourself every round. Just like ease your way into it, man. It's just like swimming. You probably have a life jacket on. You probably have to have an instructor with you. Probably won't go to the deep end, but as soon as you start getting some form down, you're able to learn some new techniques. Butterfly, I'm forgetting the names of the damn swimming techniques. You'll be like a little fish out there the more experience you get, the more comfortable you get in the water, and then you start racing, start using different types of techniques to swim. And it's just like that, man. It's just like starting anything new. You don't have to rush into it, because that's something I was like, I gotta train twice a day. I gotta sign up to competition. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. But like, I'm not going at my own speed. I'm like trying to like, this is what other people do. I have to be doing this as well. And I think it's good to get data and information from others, but you don't have to do the exact same thing that they're doing, because you're different. You're you. So when it comes to training, bro, listening to my body, knowing when to push it, when to just like conserve energy, and also not playing on that conserving energy too much where you're just being lazy and leaving gains on the table. Don't want to do that as well. So it's like a fine balance you gotta have. You gotta be able to be on the surfboard, know when the waves are coming, know when to freaking bail, know when to tap, and it's just an ever-long process, and that's what makes it so cool. So right now we're getting ready to go train some jiu-jitsu. I feel like just trying new things, switching things up has been good for me lately, just because I just don't want to get stagnant, getting stale. I've been mentioning it because I've been feeling like it. I'm sure you guys have felt it before, when you guys just feel like you're doing the same thing, and you want to be able to get some new movements, new flavors, new ideas. And that's kind of the process that we're in, of just like trying new things, experimenting, being like Dexter and Dexter's Laboratory, just trying new things out. So I know my camera's going crazy right now. I'll talk to you guys once we get to the gym, and then we'll figure things out. So I hope you guys have a great day. Let's freaking get it, man. Let's put in some work. Let's go for that. Hey, all right, guys. Good training session. Tough round. Tough round. I'm not sure if any of it got on film. Either way, it is what it is. As soon as I got up, I'm like, oh, I was recording, but the camera fell down. So I'm thinking when it comes to learning technique and actually going to specific training, it's like you like flip a switch, right? It's like you learn a technique with a partner, and then you go live, and then it's like now you're gonna see if it works in a situation. But it's a little harder because your training partner knows what you just trained for the past 30 minutes. So it is interesting when it comes to just like seeing the training as or seeing the specific training as an opportunity to learn or to use the technique that you just learned. And it's like, yeah, you might have to change a few things here and there, might make a few adjustments, but it's like, man, the techniques make a huge difference, bro. It's like if you frame in the right spot, you have enough room to get some room, and then you're able to get back into position. Hey, man, take that whenever you can, bro. So pretty good training. The aspect of training is different when there's like new people inside the gym, because you want to teach them how to do the technique. You want to show them how the technique is used and kind of the cool things about jiu-jitsu. But we'll figure that out as we go. I think treating your body treating it as a temple does a lot for your jiu-jitsu, your mind, your recovery, and just, taking enough time to make sure you have enough room to improve. You could grind everything out, train twice a day, study instructionals for 6 hours, but it's all about kind of the information you retain and then you actually use. And in my case, like if I don't use it, I lose it. So I constantly have to be like reminding myself of like the stuff that used to work, stuff that does work, things I haven't tried, and then kind of expanding on that. And I feel like YouTube has been a good way for me to express that with like ideas. Say we do a tier list video, a UFC video, a vlog. There's different aspects that I enjoy about them, each individual one. But you could kind of take those like aspects that you learn from other videos into, kind of your own. If you make videos or stuff like that, and you can use that with techniques and just like picking things up. I know Kobe used to study like the greats, right? And not only in basketball, but like in his office, he had like a picture of Steve Jobs. He had a picture of he had a couple muses. He talked about muses, light muses and dark muses. If you guys ever have the chance to do some research on Kobe, like, bro, he goes deep into like the light, into the dark energies and ego and like different like mentalities and personas. Like it's crazy once you start diving deep into that. But like my main point was just like extracting a little bit things from here and there. If you liked a certain like pull up from Michael Jordan, he'll snatch that up, add that to his game. Now, is that Michael Jordan's game or is that Kobe's game? I feel like that's up for debate. But it's about like adapting and making it your own. Even though you see those side-by-side shots of Kobe and Michael Jordan doing the same dribble, sticking the tongue out in the air, those are two different individuals right there, bro. And one wouldn't be there without the other. So Kobe wouldn't be there without Michael Jordan, but it keeps on going. It's not like it stops right there. It's not like it's like a process for just one person or one specific type of person. If you see anything moves in jiu-jitsu you want to add to your own repertoire, you're able to do that and make it your own just because it's yours. And copying or replicating others I don't think it should be something frowned upon. It's just giving props to whatever it is, whatever the craft is. Now, you see Mr. Beast videos, people copying the same like editing format, the same style, same stuff. It's just not going to be a Mr. Beast video, You could use some of those things, some of those like tactics, but it won't be a Mr. Beast video just because it's not Mr. Beast. So that individuality, is that a word? It's important, but also finding your own flavor is just as important. So point is, if you want it, add it. If you don't want it, delete it. Pretty simple. Doesn't mean it's easy. But that's the stuff I'm noticing with like training, and just like even me going back and just taking notes, like seeing what things I'm not doing, and then constantly just like working towards like weaknesses, because those are always there, and if you don't address them, there's gonna be gains left on the table. No one wants to leave any gains on the table, bro. Nobody. So that's about it. I'm about to vibe out to some Sean Kingston right now. Get home, shower up, hit the grocery store, edit a few videos, get to work, and that's about it. Thank you guys. Appreciate all you guys. Catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys get to training, bro. Don't get too comfortable out here, bro. Get to training. Get out there on the mats, bro. All right, we up.